you've either warmed up or that you will take, well, always take very good care of yourself, okay, even if you're warmed up. Pay attention to your body. So tonight the theme is Patanjali. And Keshava is going to give us a talk on that, talking about Ashtanga Yoga, what is that? And in the chapter of philosophy, Swamiji integrates, I think very beautifully, how Ashtanga Yoga and the practice of this and awareness of it can influence our yoga practice. Ananda Yoga is based on this. So as you were reading, you might have noticed it, and maybe not. But I will say the key thing I want to offer for you tonight is awareness. Awareness of the physical body, so asana, a sense of stability and comfort in the physical body. Practice that tonight to see. We talk often of energy, so pranayama, a sense of the movement of energy. I don't want to say too much, but just to offer a few things for you to focus on. So one is comfort and stability and poise in your physical body, and then listening, tuning into the flow and movement of energy as we practice. There's a term in Ananda Yoga. As teachers, we learn this. It's a principle of all the practice, which is inward and upward. Inward and upward. Inward awareness, inward focus. And that inner focus is always rising to this point. It's a path and a practice of superconsciousness. So let's begin. We'll come into Tadasana, standing mountain pose. You can practice this standing or seated. Lift and lengthen through the top, the crown of the head. Consciously relax the physical body as you stand. Bring awareness to your feet and the earth beneath you, a sense of connecting, grounding, and centering yourself. Take some deep, full breaths in and out and visualize the breath washing through the whole body. Prana and life force moving through you. The affirmation for Tadasana, standing mountain pose, is I stand ready to obey thy least command. This obedience is an alignment with truth. So it's a commitment, a practice of aligning your consciousness, your body, heart, and mind to receive and honor truth, to be committed to it. I stand ready. See if you can tune into a quality of receptivity and readiness for whatever may be offered to you in your practice tonight. Very nice. From here, let's flow into full yogic breath. This is Durga Pranayam too. So we inhale up, expand, beautiful stretch wide. You can imagine yourself gathering energy in. It is happening. Guide it down through the body as you surrender and release. When you're ready to inhale, knees are bent slightly, chin is tucked close to chest, the hands stay close to the body, facing the body, and then back. Flow at your own pace, and as you flow, imagine that your body is moving with the flow of energy. Durga Pranayam 2, full yogic breath flow. Aligning the movement of the body, the flow of the breath, and tuning in sensitively to the movement of energy, life force within you. One more time, we'll come up wherever you are. Don't rush. Lift and lengthen, exhale, arms down. Very nice. We'll bring the hands to the heart for circle of light, circle of joy. So inhale, fingers interlace and elbows lift up. Exhale, hands move out in front, opening the back of the heart. Inhale, lift and lengthen, stretch tall. Exhale, arms come down. You visualize light and joy surrounding you. The hands come behind the back. We inhale, open the heart center. Release and exhale. Arms float, palms together, hands at the heart. Very nice. So let's come into our second asana now is Vrikasana, the tree pose. So with tree pose, we're going to be standing on the left leg and the right foot comes to the side. I've shown this using a chair. You could be kneeling on the seat of a chair. The ball of the foot could be on the floor, or it could be resting on your calf, or it could be lifted up on the thigh or in the crease here. I think tonight I'll have it on the floor. The inhale, arms can stay right here, or you can inhale them up. Lift and lengthen, and then just bring the hands down slightly so they become like the shape of a diamond above you. The fingertips pointed upward guides the awakened energy to rise. With deep, relaxed, full breaths, begin to mentally affirm, I am calm. I am poised. Aligning your consciousness with these qualities, divine qualities of calmness, inner mastery of energy, poise. I am calm. I am poised. Very nice. We'll inhale up and exhale, arms down. Bring the feet so they're side by side. We'll pause for a moment in Tadasana. See if you can sense any movement of energy within you, any shift in your physical body, any change in your breath. And then we'll go to the other side. So standing on the right foot, the left leg comes to the side, ball of the foot on the floor, or lifting to the calf or the thigh or the crease. Hands here at the heart. Or you can inhale, bring them up above you. So you can bring the arms out to the side, or simply lift the hands up above the head is another way. The gaze of the eyes is upward. So if you're looking out to a distant mountain peak, as we've been learning in our meditation practice, the lifted gaze lifts the energy and brings it to the spiritual eye, the seat of superconsciousness. I am calm. I am poised. Finding those inner qualities, affirming your capacity to stand strong and balanced with calmness and poise, whatever may be happening. I am calm. I am poised. Very nice. Inhale up and exhale, arms down. Stand for a moment in Tadasana, just taking that moment to check in with yourself, to notice the body, to notice the breath. Very nice. Let's come into a standing forward bend, Padahastasana. I'm going to turn to the side just to help show you. So we're hinging at the hips. We're lifting through the crown of the head. Hands are on the thighs. Inhale, exhale forward. Keeping the hands on the thighs to begin, looking down towards the floor, and the crown of the head is reaching in front as the tailbone is reaching behind, lengthening the spine, giving us a nice stretch on the back of the legs that goes all the way through the back. Releasing tension, creating space within the body and especially the spine for energy to flow. The relaxation phase, we inhale, exhale, slide the arms down, release the head and neck. If your hands are down by the toes, you can wrap the index finger around the large toes. You can also hold the arms with the hands. Feel a sense of complete surrender, deep relaxation and letting go. The affirmation is, nothing on earth can hold me. Tuning into the quality of inner freedom,
Nothing on earth can hold me. To come out of the pose, we bend the knees, chin is tucked close to chest. We inhale up, and you might want to reach tall, and exhale, arms down, and pause for a moment in Tadasana. Keep the belly relaxed as you breathe. Very nice. Okay, let's practice Trikonasana, the triangle pose. So triangle pose, we're going to step the legs wide, and we'll turn the left foot out, and we line the instep with the ankle, or the heel of the left foot with the instep of the right. Now sometimes I like to bend my knee a little bit and then turn the torso back to front and then straighten the leg. And this helps with hip rotation rather than it protects the knee. So once you're in a nice wide stance and you feel stable, we'll inhale, arms up, lift and lengthen, turn the hands towards the front, and exhale down to shoulder height. Now we'll take the left arm and reach as we tilt the hips. So you're reaching, the legs will basically stop you. They'll just get to a point where you can't reach any farther. Then bring that arm down and the other one above you. You can look straight ahead, or if you feel comfortable and stable, you could rotate the head and look up toward the sky. Keep the breath flowing. Swami Kriyananda said that in this pose, the body and consciousness are flooded with energy and joy. So I like to imagine a waterfall of energy and joy flooding down upon each of us, right? Divine waterfall of energy and joy, mentally affirming, energy and joy flood my body cells. Joy descends to me. Energy and joy flood my body cells. Joy descends to me. Breathing deeply, welcoming the flood of new energy, vitality, joy. To come out of the pose, we inhale up, bring the arms back to shoulder height. Turn both feet facing forward. Exhale, arms down, and let's pause in a wide stance. Relax the shoulders down from the ears. Relax the whole body. Energy and joy flood my body cells. Joy descends to me. Very nice. We'll go to the other side. So now we'll turn left foot out. And sometimes I walk it away a little bit. It takes a little bit to kind of find that stance. That's right. Line it up with the instep. Bend the knee a little to bring the torso back to front, then straighten. That feels right. Inhale up. Palms together, lift and lengthen. Hands towards the front. Exhale, arms down to shoulder height. Now tilt your hips as you reach. And this hand, that's it, above the head. Very nice, and I just take my time, right? I just keep going, and then I'm like, yeah, that's about it. And I'll bring that arm down and the other one up. And you know, every side is different, so you might have looked up on the first side and find it harder on the second. And if that's the case, please honor that. We begin to become aware of the physical body. We train the mind to be concentrated, focused, and present. We learn to work with the flow of the breath through awareness of the breath. And we begin to tune into these divine qualities that the yoga postures awaken and offer. Energy and joy flood my body cells. Joy descends to me. Visualize that waterfall of energy, divine energy, purifying, cleansing, revitalizing every cell of your body. Very nice. We'll inhale up, shoulder height with the arms, feet facing forward, and exhale, arms down. Pause for a moment.
Lift and lengthen through the crown of your head. And we'll come into a forward bend, and we're going to hinge at the hips and tilt forward. That's going to turn to the side because it's a little bit easier, I think, to see for you guys. So lengthening here. Again, hands on the thighs for forward bends will protect the spine. So we inhale, exhale, forward. I press on the top of my thighs as I reach through the crown of my head. And I come down about, that's a quarter to halfway with what's called a neutral spine, so not rounding the spine. And you notice this is a little bit different than the first forward bend, so just notice where you feel it. And can you sense the difference? But there is a similarity, so then we'll surrender and relax. Now you could hold the arms or bring them to the floor, have them rest on the feet, whatever feels best for you. Another pose of complete surrender and offering yourself, your consciousness, into a quality of relaxation and peace. This is especially good for calming the mind. The affirmation is, I relax and cast aside all mental burdens. With each breath, feel yourself free of any mental strain or concern, just casting it off to the side and welcoming relaxation in its place. I relax and cast aside all mental burdens. Prasarita Padottanasana, the wide stance forward bend. To come out, we bend the knees and use the strength of the legs to bring you up into standing. Here, let's walk the feet in and come back to Tadasana. So stand for a moment, body and breath relaxed, and just notice. Let's take a moment to check in and see, can you feel a difference in your body? Can you feel a difference with your breath? Asana, stable, comfortable seat. Free from restlessness. Are you a little less restless, a little more contained? Maybe. Just notice. Great. Let's come down to hands and knees, tabletop position. So let's practice just for a couple of movements of cat-cow, arching the spine and swaying the spine. Arching and swaying. So even when I've practiced warm-up, sometimes I'll do a few things before coming into another asana just to make sure my body is ready for it. Very nice. Okay, so we're going to practice Bhujangasana, the cobra pose now. So we'll come onto the belly, and we've practiced this in the first phase on the forearms, and I'm inclined to have us do that again. You can practice Bhujangasana with the hands, but for the first couple weeks, I'd like to have us practice on the forearms. So the hands are next to the head or alongside it. They're not touching the head. The hands and arms are shoulder width apart, so not further, and the elbows aren't out away from the body. They're fairly close in towards the body. Forehead on the floor, legs together, toes pointed. Press the pelvis into the mat, and that will provide stability for your spine. Forehead's on the floor. You're going to inhale and lift the head and neck, and exhale. Inhale, lift the chest, and exhale. Inhale, come up on the forearms. Sometimes I readjust my body a little bit, and then glide your elbows towards your waist. You don't really move much, but just enough to lengthen the spine and keep lifting through the heart. And you can tilt the head just slightly to be looking ahead rather than looking down towards the floor. Tune into the quality of rising and the power of cobra. So cobra is a very powerful snake, right? I mean, they're impressive. I've never seen one in person, but just seeing them on film is enough for me. And the affirmation is, I rise joyfully to meet each new opportunity. Well, that takes power and determination and commitment of your consciousness and your energy and yourself to choose to rise and meet whatever comes with joy. I rise joyfully to meet each new opportunity. Breathe into that. Feel every part of you aligning with this affirmation and your body supporting you. Another deep, full breath in, and then exhale slowly. Bring yourself down. Let's bring the arms behind us and turn the head to one side. And relax the whole body fully and completely. And then we'll turn the head to the other side just to balance the stretch on the neck. Deep, full breaths in and out. Forehead to the floor. We'll come up onto hands and knees in tabletop position, and we're going to practice Sasamgasana, the hare pose. So we start in Vajrasana. The thumbs are on the outside of the feet and the fingertips are on the inside. Another option is to interlace your hands and have them just rest behind the buttocks if it's difficult for you to keep your hands on your feet. So we lift and lengthen. First, my hands are just at my side by the feet. I exhale forward and I come into Balasana, the child's pose. So I relax my forehead down towards the floor. Then I begin to look at my knees and I bring my hands into position. And then I lift the buttocks up. And as my buttocks lifts, I continue to bring my forehead as close to the knees as I can. And the top of my head is not touching the floor. It's very close to it, but it's not touching it. With Sasamgasana, you'll feel a deep stretch in the spine, along through the shoulders and also the neck muscles. The head is lower than the heart here. Inverted poses draw the energy flow as well as the blood to the head. But prana goes to the brain. Deep, full breaths. I am master of my energy. I am master of myself. Tune into the quality of self-mastery here. I am master of my energy. I am master of myself. Begin to affirm this inner truth that we are capable of self-mastery. I am master of my energy. I am master of myself. To come out, we release and just pause in Balasana, child's pose. The arms can be behind you, or if you need and it feels better, they could come in front. And we'll inhale up, come into Vajrasana, and pause here for a moment in the firm pose. Finding that inner quality of stability and stillness. In stillness, I touch my inner strength. In stillness, I touch my inner strength. Very nice. We'll finish our practice with Shavasana tonight. So coming onto your back, you could have your legs up on a chair if you want. That is It's a way to practice Shavasana. It's not traditional, but it's an option. So some people are more comfortable with their legs up or a bolster underneath the legs. Otherwise, you come onto your back. The arms are at your side. And you can shift yourself a little bit. Just make sure you're comfortable. And we're going to take a few minutes now, diving deeply in the practice of letting go of the physical body, letting go of the mental, emotional body, and resting in what Yogananda called that inner portable paradise of light and joy. Bones, muscle, movement, I surrender now. Anxiety, elation, and depression, churning thoughts, all these I give into the hands of peace. With each breath, dive more deeply into that inner oasis of peace. About 2 to 3 minutes of silence now. Bringing awareness now back to your breath. Begin to guide your awareness back into the body. Feel the breath washing through the body like a gentle wave of light and peace, bringing your awareness back to the room, the floor beneath you. You can wiggle your fingers, your toes, just coming back into the physical body. Maintain a sense of inner relaxation and peace. We'll slide the feet up with the knees bent, draw them in towards the body, and just gently rocking up and back a little, side to side. Keeping the focus inward and upward.
peace and stillness, calmness, and light. We'll roll gently to the right side. Use your left hand to support you. Bring yourself up now into a comfortable seat, relaxed body, and we'll come into our meditation practice.